Why has India lagged behind its Asian and European competitors in industrial and economic and scientific uh, areas? I think the answer is that India's elite took wrong decisions and they've let India down. I'm speaking here principally of the decision that English was India's natural advantage, and therefore India should use it by becoming the back office to the rest of the world and doing various tasks that where speaking English would be an advantage. This is a mistake because in order to use modern technology and be innovative, you must have self-confidence, and that is Atmavishwas, and you must you can do that if you're learning all this. You're learning computer programming, for example, in your own language, just as the Chinese, the Koreans, the Japanese, the Hungarians, the Finns, and everybody else does. India is the only country where the elites decided that a person has to first learn English before they can learn computer programming. And basically, what that has done is that since 5% of India's population are really comfortable with English, 5% of India's population is, let's say, 50 million or 60 million. This has made India effectively only as large in terms of population as a medium-sized European country like Italy. And therefore, India's performance has been like that of Italy or France. And in fact, in quality of work, probably we've not done as well as the French or the Germans or the English and the Japanese have. So I think what one needs to do is to change course. It's not that English could not be a official or a linked language or a language of communication, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, even Arabs from different countries like Western Africa and Syria and Egypt may find it more convenient to use English to speak to each other, but each one of them can still do their science in Arabic, and likewise each Indian from whatever linguistic area they are from can do their science and learn it and learn the concepts and internalize them in their own mother tongue. And I think that would be good for India and make it stronger. And that will also bring science to the villages, which is where 95% of the people live, well, not just in the villages and probably, and also in the cities who are not um, conversant with English. And who knows how many young men and women or young people amongst this large population would actually become stars at, say, programming or innovative design, because all of that is modifications of what already exists. If they cannot learn what exists in their own language that they know, they cannot make any changes or modifications and innovations to it. In fact, you'll see that countries who have done very well in technology recently are the ones which in the Middle Ages were good at crafts. And India was great at crafts. Look at the great Indian temples. Look at other crafts like carpentry, like plastic sculpture and all that. So or carpets. So if science and computer programming becomes available to the larger population, there would be a greater chances that there would be those who would see what can be done to what they have to make it different, which will lead to new products. And ultimately, while back office work may have been all right until now, but ultimately for being self-sufficient, Atmanirbhar, we have to keep on innovating. And this will also bring in other concomitant subjects with the newest ideas in our own languages. I think this is going to be extremely important. And I do wish that thought leaders in India would pay attention to this problem and not continue in a system that has been called by some people as English apartheid. We must empower our own people through our own language, which is not to say that we are running away from English. English is still a communication or link language across the world, a language of business, but it's not essential. You cannot put your um, eggs in the English basket. It's just a language like any other, and we must recognize that. Thank you.